to the Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Right on the money. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Tight end now in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Staley. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the move. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. It's Marshall. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
throw. Touchdown, Michigan! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dodson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the ground, it's Bishop. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man down the middle. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. The Vols are marching down the field. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Underwood unloads to the right, and this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Buchanan. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. On the ground, it's Marshall. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. He'll run for it. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The hand to the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it on the outside. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Where did he go? Freeze! Return! Where'd he go?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The kick is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. That's caught. It's Chambers. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Underwood. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Shakes a man, and he might take off. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A run for the quarterback. They knock him down right there. Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And send the tight end in motion. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. Man, you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Wolverines will go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Staley.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Got the back over the middle. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Running inside. It's Marshall. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Timeout is called as the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Gonna run it. It's Marshall. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Buchanan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
comes the Michigan offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Floats it out in space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. On the run, it's Bishop. Finding some room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Shows him the stiff arm. Got a little grass. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Michigan! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
With the catch, it's Buchanan. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Plucks it out of the air. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Look. Sweet. Ready, go. Ready, go.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And let's take a second to look at the numbers these two quarterbacks have posted. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
14.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Matthews. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. He goes right back to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Snagged out of the air. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He can't haul it in incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Magic.
Underwood makes the catch. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Bridge. Midget.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Hydro. Rock. Q. Freeze. Go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Return. Sweep.
He might want another play.
Jet. Slide. Flat. Go.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on fourth down. Like, third down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the second time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's Underwood to throw. Under fire. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Fires quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Looking for a crease, it's Bishop. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Staley. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go right back downfield. And he's thrown another interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.